Hi guys and dolls, how are you? I want to talk to you about a couple of things. One of them is self-love. Okay? Self-love, if you have love for yourself, you're not going to fall into the societal trap that everybody seems to fall into. And that trap would be promiscuity, which is real hot right now. It's supposed to be real hot. You go out on a date with somebody and you're expected to have sex with them on the first date. I don't know where we went wrong with that, but we went from if you're pregnant and you're not married, we're going to send you to your auntie's house in California for a while for 9 months. You come back without a kid, which is really you're going to a home for mothers. You shouldn't have sex till you're married. So now we've gone to the extreme ridiculosity of let's bang on the first date. And whoever doesn't do it, the other person looks at them like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with me is I have respect for myself. So I want to talk about self-love. When you have love for yourself, and I don't mean narcissistic love, I'm the bomb.com. I don't mean that. I mean, self-love is in you protect yourself, you look out for your well-being, you make sure that you're protected, your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul are protected. Self-love does not mean I'm going to sleep with every single person who I go out with because he expects me to and because he told me I'm pretty. I went there. Yes, I did. That's not good. Your self-love should not come from other people because that's a dangerous mentality to have and it's short-lived. So you go ahead and go to bed with this person and they're going to dismiss you until they find somebody else, or they can't find somebody else. Then they'll call you back again. Hey girl, what you doing? I miss you. He hasn't talked to you for weeks. We have to learn how to have self-respect and we have to learn how to be classy. We have to go back to being old school. Old school means you're classy. Old school means you keep your knees together. Old school means we can be intimate if we love each other and we have mutual respect for each other. When you're doing it on the first date, that's not respect. For neither one of y'all are respecting yourselves or each other. You're just using each other. And manipulating or using people is not a positive thing, and it's never going to go in good directions. It's always going to be you're used and that's that. And it can make people feel more depressed. You know, you shouldn't be so excited because somebody said you're pretty or you're cute or you have a great smile. And so now you chuck your clothes off. That's like ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And for people who are dating, I am seeing all over YouTube where women are not dating anymore because they're sick of it. They're sick of it. They're refusing to go on dates and they're refusing to have sex because they're sick and tired of it. That's what I mean by self-love. You have to have love for yourself. You have to have respect for yourself. If you don't respect you, who's going to respect you? Right? So you can't just, you just cannot share the most precious thing you have with everybody because they want it, because they smiled at you, because they winked at you. Hey girl, hey, what's up? That's all it takes? Really? I had a so-called friend, who dumped me because she was chasing men. When women do that, and it's not very smart to do, I'm going to tell you why it's not smart. When you get used and played, because that's what you're going to get, none of these men are going to sleep with you and fall in love with you in 5 minutes. Your chances of that are probably, I don't know, one in a gazillion chance. Okay, it's like ridiculous. You're just being used and you're being played. That's it. If you decide to dump your girlfriends chasing after men because you're so desperate for attention, you're desperate for that temporary high, you're desperate to be intimate with somebody, you're desperate to make love to somebody. You're not making love to somebody unless they love you and you love them. Otherwise, it's just sex. And you can have sex with anybody at any time and it don't mean nothing. I don't care how good it was. He zips his fly and goes about his business. Hopefully he'll take a shower. Me and my friend joke about that. How people in the movies do their thing and then put their clothes on right away without taking a shower, which is kind of nasty. Anyway, move right along. So You got to stop being intimate with everybody because your body is precious. And because your body is precious, you don't want to hand it to everybody. I don't care what's the hot, trendy thing to do. I really don't care. Because it's going to hurt you in the long run. And when you dump your friends to chase men, when they toss you up, do you, and toss you away, who do you think is going to help you through that? The same girlfriends who you got rid of, you expect them to be in your corner when you dump them for guys. Guys ain't thinking about you like that. They're not going to dump their friends for you. Trust and believe, they're not going to dump their friends for you. So why would you do something like that? You don't give people the most precious thing you have just because they paid attention to you. And I keep saying that over and over again. And even if you weren't taught self-love, you can always start right now. You could start today. Okay? You have to learn how to protect your mind, your body, your heart, your soul. And you don't want to be used. Men do not see sex the way we do. Let me repeat that. Men do not see sex the way we do. They see it as an extracurricular activity. And it makes him feel lighter down there. Okay? He released. He feels good. He wants to do a cartwheel. You, on the other hand, think that it's bonding and love, and he cares for me, and we're going to have a future, and this and that and the other. That could not be further from the truth. Your body tricks you into believing that this is a connection. Your body releases oxytocin to lead you. It's a bonding hormone. We love each other. It was so beautiful. It was so romantic. Don't let that fool you. Don't let your body fool you. Don't let it trick you. Okay? Good sex don't mean nothing except good sex. And if a man don't respect you, how good could it be? What? If a man don't respect you, how good could it be? Your body is precious. You don't hand it out like confetti at a wedding. This has to stop. You have to learn to love yourself. You have to take time out from dating. It's not dating. You know what it is? It's mating. It's mating because that's all people are doing. They don't give a damn about your life and your aspirations and your goals and your favorite color. Where were you born? Do you prefer dogs or cats? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Blah, blah, blah. They don't care. They want to know how quick can your legs open? And how quick can I empty myself inside you? That's the reality. You're not being respected. You're being dumped inside of. That's what's happening. Okay? And it's a lot of women. I'm going to keep it real. A lot of women have zero criteria for the guy that they are sleeping with. Zero criteria. So if he doesn't have any respect for himself, he don't like shower, or he's a drug head, or he don't have a job and he don't care that he don't have a job. He's real happy to smoke blunts all the time, or he's doing meth, or whatever it is that is wrong with it. He's abusive to women. Women are okay with that. That's alarming to me. That's alarming. Now, was I with abusive people? Yes, I was. Did I fire them? Yes, I did. Because my attitude was, he gonna put his hands on me one time too many, and I'm going to jail. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get locked up. And y'all won't see me no more. I'd be in jail. So, yes, you got to get fired. There's no criteria for women to not only sleep with these guys, but to make babies with them. Why are you doing that? So now you're pulling other people, your children, you're pulling other people into this nightmarish situation where you're being used for your body, your mind, your heart, your soul, money, a place to live, whatever it is that this fool's using you for. When you go to a job interview, you can't just go there and have a beautiful smile. I don't have any skills, but I got a great personality. Do you think that's going to get you hired? No. No, it's not. You have to have a resume. You have to have skills. You have to have ability to connect with other people. You can't just waltz in there and flash your smile, pearly whites, and ding, I get hired. It doesn't work like that. So if you have to have skills to get hired, why wouldn't you have criteria and skill requirements to be involved with somebody? You want this person to be by your side through everything that you go through, but this person has no respect for you, but you're okay with it because they paid attention to you. You're okay with it because they paid attention to you. Your family and your friends are going, what are you doing? He's a meth head. What are you doing? And you're popping kids out with him left and right because God knows he's father material, right? I don't want y'all get mad at me. I want you to get smart. Bad enough, you think he's cool. But then you're bringing other people into it that didn't ask to be part of the situation. And they get neglected, or that so-called father runs away because he don't want to deal with this situation no more. And he don't feel the need to be a father. He just tapping that booty and then he runs. Okay? And I'm not going to attack guys and say they're all horrible. Obviously, they're not all horrible. There are some women that do that too. They use men up, have kids with them, and then decide, this ain't my life, bye. And they leave their kid with the father or the husband or ex-husband, whatever the case is. But a lot of these girls are popping kids out left and right. Your body is not a baby factory. Stop it. Stop it. Have some self-respect. Have some self-love. If you don't know how to do that, it's okay. You can learn. You can learn to love yourself. You can learn to use birth control. You can learn to give your body only to someone who has proven himself, not somebody who showed you attention. Some people will take anything and anybody and they're okay with that. And they start popping those kids out. Why are you doing that? Stop and think. Stop and think about what you're doing to yourself, to those children. Use some common sense. Your body is not designed to pop out kids from multiple babies and anybody who winked at you. That is designed within a marriage. Now, if you already have children and you already have 2, 3, 4 baby daddies, you can stop doing that crap right freaking now. Right this minute. These guys don't respect you because you popped kids out. Oh, I'm going to have a kid and I'm going to nail him. I'm going to lock his butt in. He ain't locked in, honey. You locked in. His life ain't going to change. Your life is going to change. You know why? Because he could skip down the road. He could skip down the freaking road. Bye. That ain't my kid. She crazy. Or she a hoe. Because you're never a hoe when he's inside you. You're only a hoe after he got what he wanted. Okay? You know how this works. You got to have self-love and self-respect. Stop having sex. Stop having sex. There's nothing wrong with being celibate. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And just because society thinks that everybody should be humping, why do you listen to society? A lot of people in society ain't got the sense. God gave a box of crayons. So why are you following them? Learn how to have self-love. Learn what that means. It means boundaries. I have boundaries around myself. Meaning, you all, I'm going to learn to have boundaries around myself. I'm not going to let somebody, take me on a date just because he ain't got nothing better to do and he's said a few slick words and now I'm going to just run out the door with him. Tell him where I live, tell him where I work, tell him everything, start making babies with him. If you honestly think that these one-night stands don't result in kids, you better think again. You better think again. Go to YouTube. Do some research on self-love. Do some research on how do I learn how to have self-respect? How do I learn to be a lady? You can always learn. It's never too late. It's never too late. Okay? Stop popping these kids out. Stop having all these sexual liaisons with these losers. Stop it. And stop letting society tell you that if you ain't humping, something's wrong with you. Sex is everywhere. It's on the freaking media. It's on the news. I'm not kidding you. I've literally read the news where the article was about Kardashians. What are the Kardashians' behinds? That's news? We all have a butt. What's the point? What's your point? Well, that's not newsworthy. That's idiotic. That's idiotic. Kardashians behind. Look at her backside. What? I was stunned. I could not believe that was actually a news article. I am serious. defies logic and reason. There's sex everywhere. Society wants everybody humping all the time. You make your own rules. You don't follow society. Like I said, society is comprised of a lot of stupid people. The dumb leading the dumber, who become the dumbest. I mean, you just got to be smart, and you just can't follow status quo with what everybody else is doing. You just can't do that. I remember one time, I had surgery, and I came home, and obviously you feel like you've been hit by a train. Some dude wanted to go out with me, and I said, well, I'm just coming home from the hospital. I want to go to bed. I don't feel well. I feel like I've been hit by a train. He stopped talking to me. He said, I'll bring you flowers. Who in the hell do you know wants to go on a date with somebody, and you just came home from surgery, and you feel like you've been hit by an Amtrak train, and then a plane dropped on top of your head in addition to that? Who the hell feels romantic? Nobody normal, unless you're desperate for attention, and we're going to talk about that. We've already talked about that. Stop being desperate. Stop it. Because you're easy prey. When you're desperate, men can smell desperation 1,000 miles away. Don't be desperate. You need something to love you so bad, don't be having sex with strangers and popping kids out. Get a puppy. You don't want a puppy? Get a goldfish. Volunteer at a hospital. You know what I'm saying? There's other ways that you can get the feelings, the love that you need, or the tenderness. You give it to somebody else, they respond, so it's a win-win for you both. There's other ways that you can get the caring that you deserve without doing destructive behaviors. We have to go back to how the world used to be, because the way it is now, it's not working. It's not working. We've got to change things, because it's just stupid. We're going backwards. And these stupid women, no offense, if you don't do it, then this doesn't apply to you. If it don't apply, let it fly. But these stupid women are thinking, I know how I'll get me a man. I'll have sex with all of them. Everybody who pays attention. I'll just spread open and everybody can have a chance. Well, men don't like to commit anyway. It's their nature to hump around. Not all men, so calm down. But it's their nature to sleep around with no commitment. They want to do this. Not all. Chill out. But they want to do this. Why would you give that to them? Why would you give them what they want? Sex with no strings. Who do you think feels trashy afterwards? You will, if you have any self-love. But then if you had self-love, you wouldn't just hand it out to people. That's disrespecting your own self. It doesn't make any sense. It's got to stop. We have got to stop. Anyways, I don't want to put on my glasses because they're going to be too reflective on the video. So I'm going to try to do this without my glasses. If I have to rely on them, then I'm going to have to. I want to talk to you about birth control. Okay, as you know, the title was mentioning birth control. I have researched many. All you have to do is ask your doctor about them. I've done the research for you, okay? New York, as you know, has passed a law that they can't wait to terminate your 9-month-old baby under the guise of, it's to save the mother's life. No, it's not, stupid, because whether the child is born and survives or is born and has not survived, it's still the baby has left the mother. So that's a load of bullshit. Okay? That's medical speak for, if you don't want to deal with the burden of having a kid, just terminate. It's to save her life. Oh yeah, right. And I know that that's a lie because a doctor on YouTube mentioned it. That's basically medical speak for, if you don't want to deal with the burden, we can eliminate it for you. It doesn't have nothing to do with saving her life. Although in some cases, but why would they let you carry to term if it was to save your life? Some things you just got to think. Don't go by what was told to you or what the law said or whatever who said. You got to look at the common sense. Is there any common sense within that? No, there is not. Anyway, move right along. So we're going to talk about multiple methods of birth control, because let's avoid terminating innocent children's lives. Let's avoid that, okay? Because that's just unacceptable. And it's barbaric. And in the, I'm tripping right now. In the year 2019, to be okay with killing a full-term baby, I, I, I'm not even going to go there. It's so barbaric. I can't believe New York was okay with that. I'm stunned. Let's avoid getting pregnant in the first place. Prevention is the key. There are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There are 17 methods of birth control that we're going to talk about today. I don't know how long this video is going to last, so I'm going to try to zip through this. All right, one of them is the pill. I'm going to tell you what the method is, and I'm going to tell you how effective it is, okay? All you have to do is talk to your doctor. The only thing I'm not doing is holding your hand and going with you into the bedroom, okay? With your partner. I researched these. Ask your doctor, get a pen and a paper, or jot this on your phone, whatever. The pill. The efficacy or the, how, efficient it is going to be 91%. Intrauterine system is called IUS, and it is 99%. It is a small, flexible, T-shaped system, releases low level of hormones, and it's placed inside the uterus, okay? And it's called an IUS. Male condom is 82% effective. Contraceptive patch is 91% effective. Contraceptive ring, 91%. Contraceptive implant, 99%. Contraceptive injection, 94%. Like Depo-Provera, that I think you have to have it every 3 months or every month or something to that. I'm not a doctor, but that's why I'm telling you, these are the methods. Ask your doctor. Intrauterine device, IUD, which is different from the intrauterine, the IUS. Intrauterine device is a small T-shaped device wrapped in copper, and it's placed into the uterus. Basically, whenever those are inserted, it's giving your body the impression that you're already pregnant so that you don't get pregnant again, because it's a device inside your uterus. Okay, so the IUD is 99% effective. Female condom is 79%. Diaphragm, 88%. Fertility awareness, 76%. I believe that's, I'm not sure what that one is, where you keep an eye on when you're going to be ovulating and that sort of thing. It's a 76% effective rate. Cervical cap, 84%. Sponge, 76%. Spermicides, 72%. Pull-out method, 78%. Sterilization, you get your tubes tied, 99%. Emergency contraceptives are 58%. So talk to your doctor about any of these that you're interested in. I'll quickly go over them one more time. The pill, intrauterine system, which is IUS, male condom, contraceptive patch, contraceptive ring, contraceptive implant, contraceptive injection, intrauterine device or IUD, female condom, diaphragm, fertility awareness, cervical cap, sponge, spermicides, pull-out methods, sterilization, getting your tubes done, and emergency contraceptives. So the most effective are going to be the IUD, contraceptive injection, contraceptive implant, where they put an implant in your arm, contraceptive ring, that's 91%, and the contraceptive implant, 99%, the injections, 94%, contraceptive patch, 91%, male condom, 82%, IUS, intrauterine system, 99%. So there you go. Those are going to be all of your birth control methods that I'm aware of, that I found. So with all of those being available in the year 2019, there's no reason to get pregnant unless you want to be pregnant by your husband, not somebody who's making their rounds in between people's legs and you just happen to be on the Rolodex. That's got to stop. I love you guys. If you have any questions, hit me up. I'm always open to discussing whatever, and I love you. And for subscribers, mwah, 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 thank you so much. And if you're not subscribed, why not? Join the family. Hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell icon so you can be notified for future videos. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Take care.